All right, hi there. We are working on Objective 5, Sheet A. If you look here, it says, in this one it says, in the graph, let me see if I can get this highlighter here. In the graph of the function, oh, see, that is not nice. Let's see if it'll work again. Oh, it's not going to be nice today. Okay. Well, it's saying if we have the function y equals x squared plus 5, which describes the shift in the vertex of the parabola if in the function 5 is changed to -2. So it's saying if I changed it to y equals x squared minus 2, how does that change? Well, if you went to graph it, and you could look at it in the calculator if you wanted to, you'd have one of them that was up here at 5. I know, great drawings, huh? And another one that was down at -2. Well, they want to know how far it would go to go down. Well, how do you get from -5 to -2? Well, first off, I know I go down. So it wouldn't be B and it wouldn't be A. So to go down, I'd go down 5 and down 2 more, which would be 7 units. The next one, why don't you pause the video and come back and see if you can have the right answer. This says, which expression describes the area in square units of a rectangle that has a width of 4x to the third y squared and a length of 3x squared y to the third? Well, we know that area is length times width. So what we're going to do is take 4x to the third y squared times 3x squared y to the third. Now, in this case, I would you take the lead coefficients, 4 times 3, and you get 12. Just by knowing you multiply those two numbers, it would eliminate these two answer choices. Now, when you are multiplying and have the same bases, you add the exponents. So on the x's, I would add the 3 and the 2. I would get x to the 5th power. Well, if I look up here, it has, right here, I'm sorry, I can't even read, x to the 5th power. And then y, 3 plus 2, y to the 5th power. My answer would be G. On the next one, right here. Pause the video and come back and see how you do. This one says the area of a rectangle is 30 m11 n to the 5th power if the length of the rectangle is 6 m to the 4th n to the 2nd. How many units wide is the rectangle? Well, I know that area is length times width. Well, and so if I have the area and I have the length, I'm going to take the area divided by the length to get the width. So I'm going to take 30 m to the 11th n to the 5th, it looks like, divided by 6 m to the 4th n to the 2nd power. Okay, so here, let's divide these two numbers. So I have 30 divided by 6. When I divide those two numbers, I get 5. This is the only one with a 5. I could eliminate it right here, just knowing that. But to explain some more, right here when we're dividing, we subtract the exponents. 11 minus 4, that's where you get the 7. 5 minus 2, that's where you get the 3. The next one, right here, pause the video and then come back and see how you do. It says, when graphed, which function would appear to be shifted 2 units up from the graph of f of x equals x squared plus 1? So first off, if we're moving up, I'm going to add. And I'm going to add 2 to this last number. Well, I will have x squared plus 3. So your answer should have been G. The next one, pause the video and come back and see how you do. Number 5 says, how would the graph of the function y equals x squared plus 4 be affected if the function were changed to y equals x squared plus 1? So basically what's happening, how are we getting from the 4 to the 1? Well, you have to go down. We're not going to the left or the right. Nothing is happening there. If you have a graphing calculator, you could actually put both of these in there, put this one into y1, this one into y2, and press graph and actually look at it. Now you have to be careful on what it says because you have 3 units up and 3 units down. It's saying how would this graph be affected if we changed it to plus 1? So what do we have to do to go from 4 to plus 1? We will go down 3 units. So the answer is C. Here's the last problem. Pause the video and come back and see how you do. Well, on this one, it says which graph shows a function of y equals x squared plus c when c is less than -1. Meaning that if this last number was smaller than -1, that means it would be down below -1. So if I look here, it looks like there's -1 right there. This is the answer, B. It's not C because C is exactly -1. The rest of these are above.